Oh, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Yes. We just went back from Hooters. Went out for some chicken wings because, Hooters wings are my favorite. What's going on, Hexpedition? Senor Pepe. Yes. Corey Geary, good evening. Good afternoon from Australia. Wexican. Hello, Mom. My mom's on. Hello, Rob. Well, hit the like button. Yes, please, Z. Thank you. Tex Hex 5555. All right, so tonight we're going to talk about 9-inch. And we had a great call the other day with Hexy Bastard on our No Permissions Patreon. That was quite interesting. He went down the deep dive. It's available if you're a Patreon user to come in and watch it. Here, if you guys want to get the Patreon, there you go. We are, as you guys know, I was the number one referrer in for the sacrifice for 9-inch. I've been friends with Hexy and Mooney Man for a long time. Those are the two upfront, doxed founders of 9-inch. I've also been a big supporter of Pulse Doge Win since the early days. They were the first meme coin project that was launched for Pulse Chain, but it was launched on Binance Smart Chain originally. So I actually had a lot of practice thanks to them of using another RPC rather than Ethereum. And it was only because I had Pulse Doge Win. If it wasn't for Pulse Doge Win, I probably wouldn't have been as skilled as I was at using Pulse Chain on day one. So it taught me a lot. I appreciate the Pulse Doge Win guys. And then they made a copy for Pulse Chain. It's called PLD now. That's the code for Pulse Doge Win. And it's going to get love, obviously, when 9-inch launches. It's going to be one of the first single-sided staking pools available. Also, Poor Pleb, because that's Hexy Bastard's project. That's going to get a lot of love early on. That's why you can see the price action was pretty positive recently. It pulled back today, but overall, it's been pretty positive. So I have financial incentive to promote 9-inch. I have the incentive of my friends, people who are doxed, who I think are quality people in the crypto space, that I have no problem promoting their project. Number 3 is that it's going to be a big helper for Pulse Chain. I think because 9-inch is going to be on Ethereum and on Pulse Chain, I think it'll draw some people from the meme coin space over in Ethereum to Pulse Chain. There's not many projects that we have right now in the Pulse Chain ecosystem that reach across the barrier of Pulse Chain to Ethereum. I know that the Power City guys, they have their DEX. That one is doing it, but what else? I mean, there's not many. So we do have eHex and pHex, so that is one. But we really need to start having outreach on the Ethereum chain to bring in users. You don't have growth without users. So I think 9-inch is the best positioned platform within Pulse Chain for helping growth of Pulse Chain at the current time. Nothing else even comes close. So if you sacrifice for 9-inch, you're getting tokens, the same amount of tokens on Ethereum and on Pulse Chain. And the first 2 days after 9-inch launches, you're going to get this huge opportunity to stake your 9-inch tokens, and everyone's going to have like a fair 48-hour buffer before they click start. And when it clicks start, that's when you start earning the BBC tokens, which is their version of INC on PulseX. So they have had some reason why there's a delay. They have had some issues with the code. And yesterday, Hexy was breaking it down why there were some issues. And it was really surprising to me what he was saying. But there's one bit of code that they're still working on that they had to send back to the auditors, and it's almost ready. So my guess is next week I don't have any, no one's ever told me that it's next week, but I'm thinking next week is the launch of 9-inch sometime. It would make sense. I just have to get that code back from the auditors. So if you are in the Patreon, go ahead and you'll be able to watch that video that we did with, or call that we did with him. And it was very nice. I was grateful that on a short notice, I messaged him. I said, hey, can you come in and to Patreon strategy call today? He's like, yeah, sure. And he did it. So a lot of cool things coming. I'm going to now share the 9-inch Git book. If you guys haven't gone to this page, this is going to show you how to use 9-inch. You can actually use it on the testnet already, but I'm going to go through all this. I want you guys to understand what we have before us and the power of it. Yes, it's going to be a great meme. Yes, it's going to be funny as hell. Yes, the team itself is just hysterical and they know how to get attention. But remember that the technology behind it is still pretty awesome. It's a mix of PulseX, Pancake Swap, and Sushi Swap. So it's 3 DEXs brought together. And I'm going to go through all things that are available here. 9-inch is designed or destined to be the #1 DEX and yield farming platform for meme coins. It's the mainstream DEX for Pulse Chain and Ethereum. Built by old school Pulsicans and Hexicans who have been in this community for several years, we've been working on this in collaboration with the wider Pulse Chain community as an answer to a need in the market for a truly fun, engaging, and open platform for the masses. It's a highly optimized DEX with powerful staking and yield farming features similar to PulseX, Sushi, and Pancake Swap. Our mission is to provide a full suite DEX available on Ethereum and Pulse Chain, where meme coins and Pulse Chain related tokens are in the highlight. As a liquidity provider on 9-inch instead of Uniswap, you benefit by earning both trading fees and additional tokens, BBC. As a token founder who launches or lists your project on 9-inch, you and your community benefit from liquidity incentivization. As a 9-inch token holder, you benefit from being able to participate in the highest yielding pools with your 9-inch tokens, as well as being able to cast votes as to which tokens will get to have pools that offer incentive tokens as rewards to liquidity providers. A full suite of features, 9-inch is modeled from the same code base as PancakeSwap, PulseX, Uniswap, but optimized towards the Pulsican ecosystem. This means you'll enjoy the same staking, farming, launchpad, and trading experiences in a secure and transparent way. With 9-inch, you can trade between different tokens on Ethereum and Pulse Chain, recreate liquidity between token pairs to receive liquidity provider tokens, LP, which earn trading fees, liquidity mining, and be staked in yield farms to earn BBC tokens. Stake 9-inch or BBC to earn BBC tokens and partner project tokens. That will be partner project tokens will be the single-sided staking. List your token and incentive liquidity for it by offering LPs yield, i.e. BBC tokens, and your own tokens. All right, let's talk about the team. The 9-inch team, founding team, Hexy Bastard, founder of Poor Pleb, Kino, co-founder and lead dev of Pulse Doge, K9 Kong, co-founder of Pulse Doge, Frankie, co-founder of Pulse Doge, Bow Wow, co-founder of Pulse Doge, X Mooney Man, co-founder of Poor Pleb, and then you have the community folks. I'm actually, they're bringing me on the team as an advisor, so I'll be in the, I'm going to help them a little bit with the marketing stuff. I guess we could look at the security audits. 9-inch is working with 2 separate crypto auditing firms to produce a double security audit. These 2 audits will be available for everyone to read prior to mainnet launch on this subpage. Sacrifice. The sacrifice ended. It was started on 26th of May, 2023 and lasted for 30 days. Its last day of sacrifice was on 24th of June, 2023. First 10 days, the rate was 85 cents for 10,000 points. From day 11 to the end of sacrifice, rate changed linearly from 85 cents to $1 for 10,000 points. You can check your sacrifice points at sacrifice.9inch.io. If you don't see your points, you could just go to the Telegram. There were Magic Carpet Ride did a pool, so you won't see your separate sacrifice if you used Magic Carpet Ride. And because of Magic Carpet Ride, things are a little bit skewed right now. So they said they'll have that all fixed when it launches. 9-inch sacrifice has ended, and the DEX will launch as soon as double security audits are clean and ready. There is no token claim or need to claim anything. Sacrifice points will be credited and airdropped. 9-inch and BBC token contracts will be posted on Twitter and Telegram by the admins once the DEX goes live on mainnet. You can follow the channel. You can go to Twitter, twitter.com/9inch_IO, and on Telegram at t.me DEX 9-inch. Beware of scams of fake contracts. Only trust the official channels and admins. Yes, you guys know this. Pre-farm. 9-inch will have, this is one of the interesting things that they're doing that I've never seen done before. In the first 24 hours, the farmers will not mint any BBC. This is to give everybody the opportunity to build their position and start at the same time. Okay, I was wrong. Earlier I said 48 hours. It's 24 hours. No one gets an outsized advantage by being first. During the first 24 hours, LP providers will earn fees only. After 24 hours, all farmers will earn fees and BBC. After pre-farm, the following will happen. Day 1 and 2 will feature 9-inch farms only. Day 3 and 4 will be BBC will be added for farming and staking. Incrementally, after that, new farms and staking opens up and the 9-inch DAO comes into full effect. Soon after, 1 9-inch equals 1 vote. Now, this is one thing that I was confused about. I thought the votes were for single-sided staking as well. That is not true. This is just votes for the pools. So very similar to FUX, you'll be able to use, you know how you could use your PHUX tokens to vote for the different pools and the different rates. So the more votes a pool has, the higher the rates of the return are. That's how it's going to work over here. All right. The single-sided staking is likely going to require BBC tokens. There's speculation out there that they're going to do that, and I imagine that's how it's going to work. Contracts hasn't launched yet. Trading. 9-inch is the DEX with the lowest fees you'll find on Ethereum and Pulse Chain. It has no founder dev fees either. All fees that are generated go directly to liquidity providers and to buy and burn the 9-inch and BBC tokens. 9-inch has no dev or founder fees. The founder dev fees collected on each trade on PulseX, 0.01%, will in our case instead be used to buy and burn 9-inch and BBC or partner tokens listed on 9-inch. That's awesome. So I'm really excited about this feature. These guys, they've also optimized their contracts. One of the reasons why it's taken a little while for 9-inch to launch, they've optimized their contracts on their DEX to minimize the fees on Ethereum. So they'll be quite a bit cheaper than Uniswap, which will hopefully bring a lot of traffic to the Ethereum side of the house, which in turn will bring traffic to the Pulse Chain side of the house. 9-inch trading fee is 0.29%. 0.22% go to LP providers, 0.06% buy and burn, 0.01% buy and burn of 9-inch, 0.01% buy and burn BBC. Below is a list of a few known DEXs and their daily trading volumes. From the daily volume can be calculated how much buy and burn that would bring for 9-inch BBC tokens from the fees. PulseX, total value locked. This is a couple months ago, so it's a little bit old now, but 363,440,000 daily volume, 138,500,000. That would burn $83,100 a day worth of 9-inch and $13,850 a day worth of BBC. On Uniswap, they have 3,620,000,000 per day. Daily volume, 413,360,000. That would burn $248,016 worth of 9-inch per day and $41,336 worth of BBC. Sushi has 353 million. Daily volume is 10,120. That would burn $6,000 9-inch and $1,000 for the BBC. That's probably where we'll probably be at that level for a little while until until 9-inch really gets running. Staking. Single pool staking is the easiest way to earn rewards on 9-inch. You can stake 9-inch tokens to earn BBC tokens as rewards. No liquidity provision needed. Single asset staking is a way for you to earn passive income without any impermanent loss risk. Since you only need 1 token and no LP tokens at all, 9-inch offers flexible and locked staking. Flexible staking. Withdraw your tokens at any time along with all yield rewards. You can also harvest the yield at any time, leaving the principal staked. Locked staking. Withdraw your tokens and yield rewards after a predetermined time, anywhere from 1 to 52 weeks. Locking your stake will typically give you a much higher APR than flexible staking. Locked stakes benefit from performance enhancer, up to a maximum of 21x yield boost for a 52-week stake. I.e., if you stake $100 worth for 52 weeks, it will compare to having $2,100 in flexible pool. Lock stakes cannot be emergency end staked. You will be able to withdraw the principal and rewards only after your stake has fully matured. Unstaking. Matured lock stakes have 14 days grace period to unstake and withdraw rewards without penalty. After the 14 days, the rewards will start to burn incrementally, and after 90 days, all rewards will have been burned. You'll be able to withdraw your principal even after your 14 plus 90 days, but you would not get any rewards. Thus, it is recommended to unstake within 14 days after stake maturity. So they're being fair there, So make sure you unstake. If you have 90 days extra, you're not going to get anything extra. It's nothing special. They're not going to. It's not like Hedron where you can just leave your stuff staked and you'll continue to accrue. Here's how single pool staking works on 9inch. Navigate to the pools. Okay, I won't go through that. As part of the 9inch roadmap, we'll add single pool staking for other tokens. That means you'll be able to earn BBC rewards by simply staking your favorite project tokens. To get your community token listed, simply head over to the casting couch. Let's go to farming. Short history. DeFi. Remember the DeFi summer of 2020? Compound pioneered the concept of rewarding users with tokens for providing liquidity, but it was SushiSwap that popularized the concept of liquidity mining or yield farming by offering its own government's token called Sushi as a reward for users who provided liquidity for the protocol. This move sparked a trend of other DeFi projects adopting similar liquidity mining mechanisms and incentivizing user participation through token rewards. So what's yield farming in a nutshell? Yield farming involves users providing liquidity for an asset pair such as HEX USDC in a DeFi protocol such as PulseX in exchange for rewards, which are often in the form of protocol's native tokens such as PulseX's incentive token. These rewards are earned in addition to any interest or fees generated from users trading on that liquidity pair. 9inch has forked, optimized, and built on the best and most proven code in the DeFi space, PancakeSwap, PulseX, Uniswap, and Sushi, to provide the most lucrative and long-term viable yield farming possible. Farming will allow you to basically mine BBC tokens with your LP token, a token you get by providing liquidity to a specific pair. Hence, apart from earning just fees from token swap transactions like on Uniswap, you will mine more tokens with your LP token like BBC or other partner launchpad tokens. How do I yield farm on 9inch? Earning yield on 9inch is pretty easy once you get the hang of it. What's the highest yielding farm? The liquidity farms with the highest APR are the ones where the native token 9inch and the reward token BBC are involved, such as BBC ETH, for example. The various farming pools change their APR dynamically depending on how much they are being farmed. So the actual highest APR pools change from time to time. Usually the amount of yield you earn is correlated with the perceived risk of the tokens in a pair and their volatility. So usually you'll find that no risk or low risk pairs like ETH USDC offer the least yield. Maxed indicates the highest BBC rewarding farms. Okay, so that's what they're going to have next to the ones that have the highest yield. Learn yield farming fast. I'm not going to watch the video. Have you ever wondered how crypto markets work and how you're able to buy and sell? It's thanks to liquidity. All right, we're not going to go into that. I'm not going to teach you guys about liquidity tonight. we'll pass that one. Following the 9inch launch, there will be listing opportunities for quality projects to list their tokens on the platform. These projects will be given incentivized liquidity pools where users can earn BBC tokens by providing liquidity to their own token. This is a great way to build liquidity and get engagement for your community. Head over to the casting couch and show us what you got. The casting couch. Burning, buy and burn. On 9inch, part of the trading fees are accumulated into a contract to be used for buy and burn of the 9inch and BBC tokens. In a true decentralized manner, anyone can call the function by just paying for the gas fees. In return for the effort, a bounty is awarded to whomever activates the burn. There is no limit on how little or big the accumulated burn can be, though it may be worthwhile to review the bounty versus gas fees and see if it's profitable to call the function. All right, well, we don't have to go through all this. There will be a faucet, I guess, but I think that's a little bit, almost everything there. Yeah. Oh, let's do token economics right now. The 9inch token is the main utility token for the platform. 9inch this is Pumpamental number 1. 9inch is consistently bought by the DEX contract and burned in order to boost its price. The more volume on the DEX, the more goes into the buy and burn function, and the more the token price is defended. 9inch is deflationary. The entire supply is distributed after the sacrifice phase, and no more tokens can ever be minted. Pumpamental 3, 9inch is used to cast votes on governance of 9inch's liquidity pools. such as which tokens will get the highest yielding pools. 9-inch holders are a kind of white listing filter for the platform. Holders of 9-inch can participate in the highest yield farms and earn the reward token BBC. As no 9-inch will ever be minted after launch, the only way to participate in the yield farming pool farms is to market purchase 9-inch and provide liquidity to it. So this is going to cause a lot of FOMO. It's no different than what's gone on with FUX. In the beginning, FUX pumped like crazy because people wanted to participate, so they had to buy 9-inch to participate. Holders of 9-inch can vote on which tokens are to be given special incentivized liquidity pools for people to farm. The votes are weighed by your percentage share of the 9-inch supply. 1% holds 1% of the votes. And let's go through BBC token, and we'll wrap it up. BBC is the reward token that is awarded to users providing liquidity and farming on 9-inch. Holders of BBC enjoy being able to participate in the highest yielding farming pools on app.9inch.io, which are dedicated to 9-inch and especially BBC pairings with the highest APR. BBC is consistently bought by the DEX contract and burnt in order to boost its price. The more volume on the DEX, the more goes into buy and burn function, and the more the token price is defended. Fundamental number 2, BBC demands comes from the high yielding farming pools. Owning a lot of BBC enables you to get much more yield than with other tokens. And there will be a fundamental number 3. And I don't think they've figured out exactly what the fundamental number 3 is going to be, but my guess is going to be voting for the single-sided staking. So that's 9-inch in a nutshell. Thanks for sticking with me through that. I'm pretty excited about what's coming up with that. I do believe it's going to be next week, or at least by the end of the month. So that's that. Yeah, Crypto Bendu. Hey, Crypto Sloth. Welcome, sir. Howdy. Hope all's well. Can't wait to stake. Nope, on 9-inch. Oh yeah, speaking of that, so we'll talk about that in a second. Let me just say hi to everybody here. Hey, Moons. Andre369, sir. Contrones. Launch yet? No, they're coming though. Let's go, Yo Sloth. I hope it pumps that launch like 5x. Wow, that would be amazing. Greetings from Vietnam. Wow, Vietnam, nice. Other side of the world. So cool. Too bad I'm broke. Crypto Bendu. Hey, Warhammer. If I did not sack for this, what can I do now? Oh, you got to wait and just buy it when it opens, when liquidity pairs first open. It's gonna, that's what happens when we miss it, right? I'm trying to think of something that I missed. I pretty much got everything I wanted. I got into every token I really wanted to get into. For example, 9mm Pro last week. At the last moment I FOMO'd and got into that one. So yeah, I found it. Hey Randy, I'm very engaged with that dating podcast. I lost track of time. Oh, nice, Robert. 20-hour day. Warhammer. I know how it feels, man. My days of nursing. I used to do the 16-hour shifts all the time. Yes. I has feelings. Crypto Bendu's right. You got 9mm 2 last second. Thanks to you, I minted 6. Nice. Yeah, I only minted 8. All right. So as far as our token, the no permissions NOPE token, we will have single-sided staking as well as pools on 9-inch. These guys, they came into our no permissions chat, our strategy call yesterday. Hexy Bastard says, and he says, look, we're going to give Randy preferential treatment with his NOPE token, so I don't even have to go on the casting couch. Yay! I don't have to go on the casting couch with NOPE token. So we're going to airdrop 30 days after 9-inch launch, approximately. We'll figure it out, and actually launch the token 30 days after 9-inch. The airdrop can happen at any time before that. So we're just going to do it all on Patreon. It's really easy to do. People keep asking me, Randy, how are you going to airdrop the token? It's simple. I put out a mass message on Patreon to everybody that's in the group that's active, and you guys send me an address and we'll distribute the tokens. So essentially it goes like this. For every month you've been an active member, and you have to be currently active, you will receive 100,000 NOPE tokens. For every month that you're one of my one of the console people, and that's active, that includes ones that do it this month. Sorry, there's not many spaces available. You'll receive 1 million. per month. Now, the whole goal for the NOPE token is to reward people their cost of being part of no permissions from the beginning. So there's some people that in January, they'll have been a member for 12 months, right? Okay, so they started in January. Say we launched in November, so that'd be like 10 months. So they'll receive 1 million tokens. And I'm hoping with some help, I will figure out the liquidity needed to make it those 100,000 tokens worth about $20. So if you've been a member for 10 months, you get about $200 worth of tokens. If you've been a consult member for 10 months, you're going to get whatever, $2,500 worth of tokens. All right. So there's a couple people like that too. I've got a couple people on consult that have been there from day one. So they're going to get quite a large amount of tokens. So that's essentially how it works. And then we'll have launched pools on 9inch as like a fair launch. And it'll just start at like the 100,000 tokens for $20 essentially. And then we go from there. So how single-sided staking works, because people keep asking me, single-sided staking is going to be cut up in 30-day increments. So you sign up, you do the casting couch with your company, your token, and if you get approved for the single-sided staking, it's a 30-day period. So in order to keep tokens from taking up all the BBC, they are only allowed 30 days. So I come in with 9inch with NOPE token for 30 days. We can have the single-sided staking on top of, say, a pool. So we're kind of double dipping there, but yes, we can do that. So I'm quite excited about it. And I will have all kinds of competitions, and we'll do meme coin competition or meme competitions and TikTok competitions, all kinds of stuff for NOPE token. And as you guys, I've told you before, the whole theme of NOPE token is just saying nope to anything the government wants. The government says to do it, just nope. You want to go to war? Nope. You want to raise taxes? Nope. You want to raise the retirement age? Nope. You want to give me another jab in the arm? Nope. You want to try to do anything? Nope. It's just like that. Just be a thorn in their side, and I know people will generate amazing memes and come up with quite a lot of imagery and things to just spread the word, and it'll cross all the pulse chain boundaries. We will be everywhere, and I think it'd be pretty cool. All right. Let's see. October is going to be a big month for us. Yep, that's why everyone's calling it Uptober. Getting a lot of tokens are going live, and a lot of projects. So quite exciting. So Liquid Loans, Power City, probably Mintra, Fetch. So that's 4 right there. And I believe 9inch is going to as well. There's no guarantee with 9inch. I don't have any information that tells me it's guaranteed that it's going to launch. It just looks like they're ready. They're right at the finish line. Andre 369, I get them from Hex Merch. That's where you have to purchase them from. Like this one's not available yet. Mr. Magruder is working on getting all of his hats listed with the Hex Merch folks. So pretty soon you'll be able to get them all there. Like this one as well. I've got all my hats all over the place. This one's cool. This is my fishing hat / going to the beach hat. Yeah, so hats where it's at. I know if you did go on the casting couch, you would have performed and impressed and got the job done ready. Thank you for the nod. I'm blushing. Hexy bastard, do not clip this. I'm never leaving your Patreon now. Never. Not because of the airdrop, because of the massive knowledge and amazing group you have. Yeah, our group is fabulous. Fabulous. Yeah. And Annabelle's working on the PDFs now to add to the Patreon. So say, for example, you want to learn how to set up a hardware wallet. Ben Dubard put all the information together how to set up a hardware wallet. Now Annabelle is turning it into a PDF, and all the PDFs will be included in the $20 a month on the Patreon. So Uh, we'll have a lot of education tools, and I've commissioned Ben to put together one a week. So every week we'll have a new one, a new PDF to add to the Patreon. Patreon's getting better and better. They just upgraded their whole platform. Yeah, we could charge for the PDFs, but we're not going to. They'll be free, and anybody who's a member will get it. Not free for everybody, but free for members. I got a grand so far ready for my initial note token buy. Excited. Nice. See, that's awesome. Mods received 10 million. Luke Duke. That's awesome. That would be cool. This man's got the right idea. Nope. This is the first word I learned too. Is it really, Warhammer? You're just a natural pessimist, eh? Do you want to lower taxes? Nope. I don't want to pay taxes at all. Look, Duke. Which war? There are so many now. Yep. Really looking forward to all the projects coming out. Whew, me too, buddy. Oh, look, my wife stopped in. And my wife and mom, they're saying their things here. All right, let's go back here. Then we'll go to charts because we have to look at our charts. Make sure we're there. All right. I told you guys about the battle. Told you guys it was here. We disappeared. The green Aurochs indicator disappeared again. We're at 27,305 for Bitcoin. 312. It's fluctuating there. I'm hoping that we can fight back and get that green. I reiterate that I've been telling you for a long time, we're going to have a battle. If we're not going green this month, then I'm thinking it's going to be green next month. But it's looking good for it because we're right on the cusp, which is a great thing to see. The demand index is okay still. We're over the red line, so that means there's still quite a lot of demand. Fear and greed has gone slightly bearish on Bitcoin, and I think that's just because of the macro markets. There's so much stuff going on in the world, and my hope is that cooler heads prevail and the world gets back to a more peaceful state really quick. Let's look at the daily. Look at that. 4 days in a row, we got a red Aurochs indicator. See how good the Aurochs indicator is? It does a really good job. So sometimes it really hits it. But the BGMC AI has actually gone negative. So we're negative here, and we're negative on the Aurochs indicator for the daily. But I would never trade the daily. I only would trade the weekly or the monthly. Longer term, better. So we got 3 weeks going back. We have a green Aurochs indicator. Now, Ethereum. Wow. Quite a lot of fear in Ethereum. This is what happens when your Ethereum Foundation sells. Ethereum Foundation sold, and boom. People get scared. This is just in the last hour. Wow. Look at that big red candle in the last hour. Let's go to the daily. Look at this. Shit. All right. So right here is, I think it was here when we found out Ethereum Foundation sold. It sold 1,700 ETH, and it just made this happen. I actually put an article up on nopermissions.com today about what the Ethereum Foundation is and why they sold their 1,700 ETH. And it's quite interesting. You guys don't have to go there. I actually use nopermissions.com. I use AI to write the articles to help build us some SEO rankings, and it's doing a really good job. I love it. So I use a couple different tools. Fabulous. Actually, I might show it to you. I might show you the article just to show you how awesome it is. And this is the daily. Let's go to the weekly. See, red Aurochs indicator for the weekly on Ethereum. There's nothing looking good for Ethereum right now. And plus, JP Morgan Chase came out and flooded Ethereum on yesterday or the day before, or something like that. Look on the monthly, it's still red. Okay, let's go to Hex. Hex is at 0.03 of a penny exactly. On the daily, just red, and we're still heading lower. Looking good on the weekly. And on the monthly, looking good as well. See, we just got a green one. Let's make this bigger. Just one green. All right, let me pull up the article just so I could show you what is possible when you use AI. I know you can't see it yet. I will share it properly. All right. Share this tab instead. All right, you should be able to see it now. Yep. This is no permissions. This is our blog. And I use a tool. It's called, let me pull up my extensions, my bookmarks here. And it's called Koala Writer, the best one-click SEO AI writer. It is freaking amazing. All right. So the Koala Writer just added a new tool that also makes images for you, and it SEOs the images. Can you believe this shit? Now, back when I was doing article writing and all that with our blogs back in the day, I used to spend hours every day writing articles for, I had a website called VIP Panama Tours, and I had randyhilarski.com. Those were my two. And then I had Steemit. I used to write on Steemit. And I used to take so much time writing really high quality articles and making sure that everything was great and that I gave credit to whoever I got the information from and all kinds of stuff like that. Well, AI does it for me now. So I told you guys I was going to start telling you and teaching about AI. Well, here we go. This article is phenomenal. And you look, if you can probably see this, the Yoast SEO came back as green. Yeah, readability might be a little tough because it uses big words and stuff. Maybe I need to tell it to use like a 8th grade level or something because it definitely came out with the college level. So here's the cover. Then you got this. I know it's spelled Ethereum wrong, but I didn't care. I'm not gonna fix that. This is just for SEO and driving traffic to the website. It talks about the whole history of Ethereum and the Ethereum Foundation, demographics, market foundation's influence on the market, and all these images. The AI made it for me. This whole thing, this whole written article with all the images and everything took less than 5 minutes for the AI to write. Look at this guy's. He looks good here, and then he's got another little arm over here. That's AI for you. Images aren't perfect yet, but they're coming along. And all these, you own the rights to every single one of these images once you post them to your blog. You don't have to go out and buy images anymore. Look at all this. This is the article. It's great. So this is about a 8,000 word article, I think. And it's going to rank really well. So far, I know this is a crypto show, but AI is one thing that I'm really interested in. And my articles, ever since I started doing this, I've been doing one article a week. I know I could do 20 a day if I wanted. But here, you know what? Let me pull up the tool for you. You guys want to see the tool itself? I'll show you that shit. How about we do that? All right, this is a Koala Writer. This is how simple this is. You don't have to fill this in. It says, welcome. Our goal is to offer the best possible AI writer. Join our community now to help shape the development on Discord. I'm a member of the Discord as well. So you can do this article, these ones are more expensive, GPT-4, because it takes the most current information on the web. GPT 3.5 is, I think, goes back to 2020 or something like that. So it's a little bit older. So if you want long articles, just use GPT 3.5, especially if it's information that is, how do you call it? It hasn't changed. So say an article about chiropractic or something like that, and the information is the same from 10 years ago, go ahead and use 3.5. If it's something that is dynamic and is changing, it's fluid, use GPT-4. But it costs more points to use a GPT-4 article. Due to crypto's nature, I have to use GPT-4. But I think I pay $60 a month for this, and it's totally worth it if you have a blog or if you have a business. So you can tell me what you want to do. Do you want a blog post? Do you want an Amazon product roundup? Do you want an Amazon single product review, YouTube video to blog post? So you could take a YouTube video, plug in the link, and it will turn it into an article for you. Or you could find someone else's article, say something that you liked. Maybe you found it on the New York Post. You go ahead and you take it in, you put it in here, and it'll rewrite the article for you. And then you put your target words. So say we wanted to talk about the future of pulse chain. That's our topic, right? And then I will click SEO optimization, AI powered. We will analyze top ranking pages and extract up to 100 topically relevant keywords and entities to use in the article. So you just click AI powered. And then you want AI images, auto, boom. You tell it what size images you want. You want stock photo, you want fantasy, you want anime, isometric. Guys, I'm telling you, the shit's insane. Now, if you want to make video, if you could tell it to make videos for you right here. And depending on how you want the video to sound, what you want the point of view, what country you're going after, the language, the tone of voice. Do you want it to be confident, knowledgeable, neutral, and clear? We could say excited. You can use real-time search, point of view, third person, first person. Cite your sources. You can make it scholarly if you want. You could use an outline editor, which I love to have the outline editor because you can get rid of sections instead of using up all your words. So far this month, I've used 41,630 of my 100,000 words. So all I would do now is create outline and boom, it writes my article. I'm not going to do that live because I don't have an actual article I care to write about at the current time. I'll probably do one in the next couple of days, but that is the power of Koala Writer. That right there, having the ability in 5 minutes to have an article written, SEO'd, maybe 5 or 6 images in the article, and a possible video on top of that. Maybe the video will take another 10 minutes. To do all that on Fiverr would cost me $200 to $500 per article. If you had any dream of ever starting your own business and making money online, now is the perfect time to do it. There is no excuse. Ask my mom, who's in the chat, who has always had her own side businesses. She used to have to create all of her own listings on Etsy and on eBay and all the time that it took to write all these things. Now you have stuff like this and it'll knock it out in less than 30 seconds if it's just an eBay listing or an Etsy listing or an Amazon listing. Fabulous for SEO. So I'm just breaking it down for you guys. Maybe there's 3 or 4 of you in here that do business online and you haven't put your toe into SEO yet. Maybe you're still paying these people on Fiverr and you could have a whole army of AI powered bots working for you. All right. Wow, you guys are talking a lot. There we go. Warhammer says he's a natural asshole and disagreeable on everything. Yeah, me too. My wife, I don't know if she's still watching, but she always says, she calls it rustico. She goes, "Why are you so rustico?" I'm naturally disagreeable. Yes, Luke Dukes and crypto. No wonder we get back above sack price. Oh, Hexagon Hill, it won't take long. We're only down 54.5%, something like that. That does not take long. Crypto benefit, nope. Here come the charts. The mighty Aurochs indicator, don't let us down. Yeah. Is there anything that could happen in war to make RH 11K and parade called reality? Heard talks about the Temple Mount earlier. Yeah, sure, Paul. There's a lot of things that can cause that. Remember that Bitcoin is a risk on asset still. It's not gold. Bitcoin is not gold yet. It might take another 10 years for Bitcoin to get to gold status as a safety place. Gold, you'll see gold go first. That's the first sign. And if gold goes like this, Bitcoin's likely to just go like this, right? Like it has been recently. So I don't expect Bitcoin to drop a lot. If tech, all we have to pay attention to is tech. If tech starts going like this, Bitcoin could drop too. That's the one I'm watching. Yeah, ETH is having a trouble. Warhammer is struggling. ETH equals World Titanic Forum. Yeah, that's sad. Sadly, those guys got involved. Nukes are a psychological weapon anymore. Yeah, nukes, they work. My generation, nukes, I think Gen X was the last generation that the whole nuke thing worked on. I don't think nukes will ever be used. Yeah, Cryptobendu's right. Most surprising fact about nuclear blasts are that most people survive the initial bomb. The diagrams online and TV are there for fear mongering. Yep. Yep, and they die of the radiation poisoning. Make sure you have iodine. Tactical nukes are what would be used to deter on a battlefield. Dial a yield is fascinating to look up on those bombs. Really? Yes, it is, Moons. Hypersonics now are in the mix, so no more deterrent really, except when who gets the lit up first. Hopefully you can't retaliate. Yeah. I haven't dabbed into AI yet, like the tools you're showing. Maybe it's time to start learning the tool. Yeah, when you get down here, Pepe, I'll take you through it. Where do we insert the neurochip and have our thoughts stripped from the cerebellum? I asked it to write me why Latina women are more feminine than some of the American Shrek ones. Oh, God. It even goes and finds YouTube videos and links it. Yeah, oh, yeah, it sure does. I know, man. I know. Oh, make a video of Joe Biden sounding coherent, reasonable, non-demented, not touching children, and able to navigate a raised curve. guys are brutal. Does it do previews before launching your project, or is it click, 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 and boom, done? It's just clicks. It gives you your outline as a preview, so you can get rid of sections, and that's what I do to save on words. Think about using Koala Writer and publishing articles back in 2017. Imagine if you had this tool that you would have the best website in the world. It's just phenomenal. It's that good. So I watched a video today, and the guy was talking about what percentage of people are actually using AI right now. And in the US, about 16% of people have dabbled with it. Meaning they've played with it, they've made an image, or they've written an article using it, or the kids in school are using it to fake their papers, that kind of stuff. Teachers are using it to find the kids that are faking the papers, that kind of thing. So of those 16%, I would give it, because I believe in the 80-20 rule, I would say that only about 20% of them are actually going in and doing what I'm doing. So people ask me, Randy, how did you get ahead as an entrepreneur? I got ahead as an entrepreneur because I do stuff that other people aren't willing to do. I spend time learning things, and I dive into it, and I utilize it to help build my business. Now, I was on Google Plus on day 5. When Google Plus launched in 2011, I was there on day 5. I was able to be one of the top people on Google Plus. I had about 130,000 followers there. And that's how I got my check mark on YouTube. And I had my check mark on Google Plus. This is before you could buy a check mark like on Twitter. You had to know somebody, right? Google Chile, they were the head. That's where the office is for South America. They wrote me, or they called me actually, what used to be called Google Hangouts. It's called Google Meet now. And they said, what the hell are you doing, man? How is it that a gringo meaning an American living in Latin America, is the #1 account on Google Plus? And I said the same thing I'm saying now. I said, I put in the time. Annabelle and I were literally spending 8 to 9 hours a day on Google Plus, and just building up a reputation, building up our following, and using our notoriety to build a business. So people used to pay us a couple $100 just to share a post. So if we had like a coffee business that was one of our clients, they make a really good picture of the coffee that they took at their farm. We would take it, we would add a bunch of SEO words to it, we'd beautify it, and then we'd go make it go viral on Google Plus. So then it would show up in Google Images. And we would do stuff like that. We would charge for it. And that's how we started our business for social media. And then Steemit came along, and we dove deep into Steemit, and we were spending probably about 8 hours a day on Steemit, and we made a mint in those 2 years, not just from being on the team by being paid and so being paid in crypto, but also because we were writing posts. My mom as well. Sometimes Annabelle and I would make anywhere from my best post ever was $5,200. I made my original post, but on an average, I was doing between any $100 to $500 per post. My wife was making anywhere from $100 to $400 a post. My mom was making like $100 to $300 a post. It was an amazing time. It was just like printing money. It was like money on a tree, right? And so every time something comes along that I find really interesting, I go deep into it. And I did the same thing with Hex. So right now, I'm going deep into AI. Is it going to distract me from crypto? Nope, not one bit. What it's going to do is it's going to improve how I look at crypto. I'll be writing articles. I will be drawing traffic to nopermissions.com. I will use it to help create content for a Nope token. I will help build our following across social media and use it for all kinds of tools like this and build videos that are not me per se, but the AI builds them, and then I load them to YouTube. So lots of stuff going on, but it gives me the power of like 10 people, something I've never had before, without having to pay for it. Now I pay $60 a month for QualiWriter. I have another tool for making videos. I might even be able to get rid of the video editing tool if QualiWriter is pretty good. We'll see. I haven't done the video for QualiWriter yet. Man, I am pumped. This stuff excites me. Awesome, Warhammer. Happy to talk about it, man. I am planning to create an e-commerce business. This should be real helpful. Thankful. Oh yeah, big time. Damn, someone is dumping eHex again below 0.0029 for first time since 2020. Jeez Louise, Super Snake. Would you talk deeply one day on how to make money with AI? I'm also getting very deep learning it. Yeah, sure, we can do that. I got no problem. I mean, I'm streaming 5 nights a week, so I'm always looking for topics to talk about. And yeah, so yeah, I'm not going to go into it tonight. We'll do that on another one. I got lots of ideas, and I have no problem. Look, I'm one of those guys. I drive my wife crazy because I'll give her 5 business size ideas every day. I'll just walk down the street and I'll have a business idea. I'll be like, oh, look at that. We should do that. I'm one of those types. And I do the same thing with online stuff. So that's how I am. And I appreciate all the other entrepreneurs out there because we've been ostracized in society for too long. Just recently, in the last couple of years, people are giving entrepreneurs respect. And it's good to feel that because I was very lonely in my years as a nurse. I would sit there and I'd be reading Robert Kiyosaki's books and, How to Win Friends and Influence People and all these kinds of things. And people would just look at me cross-eyed like, why are you reading that shit? And I'm like, because I want to be my own boss, because I don't want to be working in the hospital for the rest of my life, because I don't want to get beat up by people that, have some mental health issues. I don't want to be wiping asses. I don't want to do all that kind of stuff, So took time, made the sacrifice. I'm mastering the images part of AI and animation for it. Warhammer, we're going to need some help on No Token, bro. Yep. I don't want to be a slave. I don't want to be yep. I can't remember. I can't remember what you do, Warhammer. Are you a respiratory therapist? I can't remember exactly what you're doing, but no problem. All right, guys. You have a great night. I am out of here. Thanks for sticking around. And I hope you guys are excited as me as about 9inch launching, because I think this is going to be the coolest platform and the most marketable platform on Pulse Chain. So cheers.